How and when did you start rapping?
I started rapping, I believe it was end of 2020, after COVID. I think going through COVID, it was a time where I just had a lot of time to think, put together that I wanted to rap. And I used that time coming out of the pandemic into that new year, just learning the game, rapping, writing, coming here, creating, making videos. That was the beginning of the push.
How does your mood or mental state affect the music you make?
Whatever you create is going to be a reflection of whatever you're dealing with internally. So I have upbeat songs where I was in a great headspace when I was making them, and now I do have songs where it's a little bit slower pace and it's a little bit more emotion involved and thought. It really just depends on what life is presenting me at that moment and go off of that.
So have you ever made a song that helped you get through a tough time?
Most recently, I just made a song about the time I was robbed when I was 16. I would say this was the most honest track I've ever made. And not necessarily helping me get through a tough time, but I think in the Black community, we don't address traumas. And I feel like it was my way of finally addressing it in a way I hadn't before.
So what's your ultimate goal with your music? Like, what do you want to leave with your listeners?
I'd be lying if I told you I knew the answer to that. I think I'm still trying to figure it out. One thing I challenge myself with often is, do I really love what I'm doing? Because that's how you're going to get far with anything you do. You have to really have a passion for it. I don't think I necessarily have goals in terms of money or fame. It's just, where can it take me if I continue to work?
If you could change anything about the music industry, what would it be?
Feature prices, man, like, unrealistic. I get it. You work to a place for your voice to have that value. So it's crazy you could get paid off of your ability to rap and your voice and your name. But personally, I would love to work with some of the artists I listen to, but different realm right now, different ball game.
How do you personally know when a song is ready to be put out?
Kind of like what I said earlier about still learning a lot. I don't think you ever know when a song is ready to be put out. You could listen to it over and over again, and each time pick apart something you want to change or something you don't like sonically. You can try to be as sharp as you want to be, and then you just have to trust yourself. It's kind of being vulnerable, just like with sharing any form of art. Everybody's gonna like it, and you have to have the understanding. So if you like it, it's finished, it's ready to go.
How do you manage keeping up with music trends while still staying true to yourself?
I think I try not to keep up with the trends, and that's something I challenge myself with too. It's easy to get caught up in what's hot now, what's popular now. I want to be a part of that, but I listen to so much music that I understand trends will come and go, and it's more so just about finding my lane, not trying to connect with everybody. The more personal you get in what you're doing, you could be the trend, you could set the tone.
If you could go a couple years back and have a conversation with yourself before you were an artist, what advice would you give yourself?
It's the same advice I give myself in a lot of aspects of life, and like, be confident, learn to lean on people with shared goals. With this collective that I have and the space is giving me to grow, I just wish I embraced that more initially in coming in, but it's all confidence.